Good evening, travelers. No witching hours once more begun. We are back in Space Engineers and, well, for those of you who are familiar with my shipbuilding history, I have built this carrier 4 times already. It's the 5th iteration of it. And every time I've tried to make it closer to basically the Sentinel Dreadnought from Dometska. And, well, here's what it currently looks like. My current iteration. This is the 4th one. And, in fact, if you want to see the 3rd one... Was this Flight 3? Well, not that Flight 2. No, that is Flight 2. So Flight 3 and Flight 4 are nearly identical on the outside. Inside, very much different. But this was the previous attempt to make it like the Sentinel Dreadnought. As you can see, it's well, you can definitely see how it became the version 3 and 4. But compare that to, well, the shape over here. It looks far, well, less elegant, I suppose. Well, less detailed. Yeah, there is the stripes here, but in the end, this is cooler, right? Let's see. This should be able to float here. Let's see. Please tell me. This is atmosphere rated. Yes. So, this is the closest attempt for deciding otherwise and going, okay, let me try something else here. And here is, well, what it looks like now. But for now, let's not look at that. With this is the new hotness. Right now, my goal is to set up the means going between the crew deck here and the hangar here. The thing I do not want to do is I don't want anything in this area here. This 5 by whichever. And most importantly, I just do not want it to be colliding with, well, besides. This is a little loud for me. Let me increase the volume just a tad. On this side here. There we are. Alrighty. So. That is the hard part. How do I get down here without, well, running into...
Hey,
the walls here too much, eh?
I just
eh?
fixed it.
No! Dorasaki! Welcome in. It's good to have you here. Good to meet you. Well, she do not know me. I'm Fuyu, the Tomotech Witch, an NPC witch you meet as always off your main quest. Together with the guard witch Atria, who is my Shrinkana, but she is currently at work right now. We are the 2 witches of the witch's cabin. Settle in, grab a quest, pick up my wares, and join me as I continue, well, my quest to build the ship of my dreams. And let me actually go ahead and grab that picture. The reference pictures that I am trying to use. Anyways, how was Dogtide? see. Is this the crab's picture? Oh no. This one. Okay. So this is what I have been aiming for. Right here, put it in the top left. This is what I've, It's great. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. It has been a quiet, I want to say quiet. It has been a quiet Sunday, however, it is snowing quite a bit outside, and I had to run some errands, which was very, very unpleasant. Let's see, is it still in memory? Yes. Excellent. So let's park this here. Space engineers. Yeah, Kling is... Vine has visited more than a few times. But yes. So, for context, I'm building a new carrier. It's going to be a replacement for my current carrier as well as a space station they have on a multiplayer server that Archie and I are on. And this is the current state of the carrier. This is what I have right now. So, internal hangar. All the crew compartments are here. So here is the medical bay. The medical bay, yes. Command and control center. I believe this is the agricultural wing. Yes, so it grows its own food. And then, of course, hangar space here. The original idea was to have some drones here, but it did not pan out. And, well, the previous attempts to this one was this ship right here. It's a brick. I gotta run with stay, but hey, haven't... No worries, no worries. Take care, take care. Glad to have you here. And Tommy Elbro. I've gotten that quite a bit before. When I first was asking the design and, you know, putting it together, I did not intend for it to be like Fire Force. But I will take the compliment nonetheless. In any case, the plan overall is simply to go from less brick to... This was less bricky, of course, but it's still... If you look at it, it's a brick. And quite arguably, this is also just a lumpy brick. But as you can see on the top left, actually it might be better for me to go approach it from here. This looks a bit more like the reference image in the top left, yes? Alrighty then. So, this here, the internal hangar, it's mostly done. The main trick is simply, how do I get from a hangar from the crew deck here? Now, while I could do a stairs all the way back here, unfortunately, the engineering is right here, and I don't want to push that. In fact, I don't... Engineering is this entire... Is this a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... That's an octagon. We'll call it an octagon. This entire octagon, I want to reserve most of it engineering, and the crew deck will be right above here. In fact, in the past, I wanted the crew deck to be under here, because it would make going up and down the decks much easier. But there's not much space down here. And the amusing thing is, well, you see thrusters in here, right? Right? And you have thrusters on the side here and below, and even over here. You can see where I snuck the thrusters. Down here. And there should also be thrusters. Yes, there are thrusters up here as well. Now, the fun thing I've done with this build is that, other than the real thrusters, the other thrusters here are internal, the hidden. And while the server we play on does not have thruster damage, I have spaced things out such that... Oh no, this actually might damage it, but oh well. For the most part, it is thruster damage capable. Or in a server with thruster damage, none of these thrusters will start hurting each other. Which is good. And yes, the awesome modded pots, yeah? Though, for example, this gyroscope is a modded pot. And actually, all the way down here is our jump try, which is another modded pot. Prettier. But other than those, I've tried to keep it as vanilla as possible. And it's more of a personal limitation than anything else. Now, a plan that I had earlier in regards to this, hanger. Put it up here. And, no, please do not. Thank you. Send it across here. And as we go through the crew deck and we put together the plumbing for that, we'll have to figure out, if we want to have a... Well, hold on, are you? Oh! Yes, I cannot do that. Wait, hold on. Yes! Well, I can always poke a hole here and there as necessary. And I can put, well, an air vent as needed. Oh, look a bit. I need to go eat. Yes, no, don't worry. Don't eat, drink, rest if you have to wait none. That's fine with me. I'm glad to have you here, and thank you for entrusting me with your community. Come on. I pushed all these buttons, and I forgot that my hotbars between my two build worlds. I have one world called Shipyard and Earth Shipyard. And, well, as you can tell, it is used for building my ships. Hi-fi interior wall. Then, Rigged catwalk. Actually, hold on. We are going to want to have it be this one. Excellent. So for now, we're going to put it all the way here. And then from here, we need to figure out, well, when you say we, it means, of course, I need to figure it out. With this block here being a clear no-go, how am I going to handle this? Now, I was doing this off-stream bit, and frankly, the main reason why I'm streaming now is because I was like, if I'm going to agonize on it, I may as well agonize on stream, yes? You know? Should I? Let's put these here temporarily. I do not think I can actually... Oh no. Well, I'm not married. You'd have to stay as normal. Right. So? Run it down to here. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if the game gets mad at me for that. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. There is no need to panic. There is need to panic. Ah. There's absolutely need to panic. Actually, never mind. There's no need to panic anymore. That is a need to panic. Ah. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Anyways, moving on. Nothing wrong happened. Nothing bad ever happened. All okay. Why are you not accepting that? Why are you not accepting that? Why are you so mean to me? Why are you bullying me, Lane? Ah, um, but should I? Maybe not. I don't know if I like this. That is terrible. That is terrible. I don't know if terrible swords would. There. Oh, that's bad. Right, because I forgot to do that. Anyways. Well, that, it went far better than expected. Except, in fact, now that we have this here, let's see if I can do something very cheeky. Alright. Straight, corner, wall, end. There we are. Now the question is, will this hold? It won't. Alright. Okay, this song is getting a little dramatic. Not that dramaticism is bad. Now, I know there is a trick. There is a trick somewhere. Please get the correct caps lock. I believe... Actually, no. Where is that? We can use a tiny, corner light, sure, but... Where is it? This one. Leah? I wonder. There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. I'm sure there's a better way, scaffolding. That's what I was looking for. Scaffold block. To me, why increase the quest rewards? Good grief! Getting jump-scared while the adventure is... It is a national pastime, isn't it? Alright then. Hello, old son. I wonder. Aha! It works! Well. I wonder, what other scaffolding could I use here? Half scaffold. I mean, I could do it like this, for sure. Lockable scaffold block. Well, that is a possibility I do not wish to it. Actually, it might be better for me to just... Oh, no. I cannot because of that there. Have scaffold block, sloop. It would perhaps behoove me to use the slope instead. Oh, it attaches there. Which means... Hey, put those in the quest bin. Ow? Rude? Anyways, Volson, how are you doing this evening? Evening, yes. Put it on my workbench next time. Okay. Yes, I see you. Yes. Are? なぜ? Hold on. Oh, wait a moment. Okay, so it wasn't took off the hat after the daily at least. Hmm? How are you lot doing, by the way? Also, do not get used to seeing these streams constantly. It is a rare time for me that I can stream. It's more like, you know, I was working on this and I may as well stream it if I'm going to keep working on this. Hey, please stop. Thank you. Alrighty. Oh, let's grab you. Are you around? Oh. I can just go straight up then. Aha! Rejoice! It worked. And that does unfortunately mean I need to do this. What the bloody hell did I just delete? Eh? Unbelievable. Oh, are you not? Are you fine? You're fine because of... You know... Maybe I should not question such things. It'll be okay. For the sake of my sanity. There are things better left unquestioned. Oh, come on now. There we are. I keep asking why do I do this to myself, and please don't answer that, but still. Ah. Alright. So with this here, what I can do is, first of all, okay. Now, let's go to... And I guess that does work. I'm trying to get this correct. Oh my goodness. Be fixed with default names. Okay, finally. Huh. Now that that is taken care of, go ahead and go up here. Create our entry doors here. I need a better color than white. I mean, black floor is one thing, but I could use... I mean, there was the very, very luxurious door that I was... Not door. Flooring I was using for my... See, the thing is, if I change the flooring, it's going to show up here. I'd rather not have that show up. Still. No, come on. No, you. Yes. I wonder now. So the idea here is, this is going to be crew area. Like, all of this will be crew area. With the mess hall being somewhere around here. And then after that, up here, back here would be the agricultural area. The bridge, probably going to, not the bridge. I wouldn't really put the CIC here, although, I mean, I shouldn't put the CIC here. It's not a good place for the CIC. But have shields. It's going... Does it really matter? If the shields are breached, I'm boned anyway, so... Actually, what did my... Alright, I needed... Rue, Mass, CIC... Medical. Medical room is going to be back there. The crew medic... The three of them, I think I have 5, so... 5 para. Medical, crew... Mess hall... CIC... Bridge... Agriculture. That's 6, isn't it? Oh well. Oh well. So, now that we have this, let's go ahead and let's set up medical. In fact, we could if we wanted to. We could move mess into being up here. Right, mess and observation deck would be up here. Which means crew and... what else would be here? Medical, crew, CIC? I don't want to put CIC here. But I suppose it's fine to put CIC, observations here and mess here. Anyways. Let's get medical built out first. So what we need in medical? You will need the corner medical room, OSHA. Let's have the lab. Let's see if lab door is nice. However, we kind of want it to be just pressurized, just in case. Anyways, lab equipment will stick here. We want that sink, desk. Let's put them all in here, shall we? Lab freezer, lab experiments. Lab experiments, big, bravo. Oh, now, and make things easier. That cabinet's lab freezer. Where is it? What? Kimba? No. Lab vet. It wasn't here. Lab vet, there we are. I know. Do we really want to be the lab vet in the lab vet here? I mean, is this really a good idea to put it this way? I suppose it's not a bad idea. You walk through here and you see the... such things are fine. I am sure it's fine. Let's actually close this one out. So let's do interior wall. And what we'll also grab here is corridor? Yes, corridor. Corridor is nice. And even passageway. Passageway is also a good thing to have here. And there should be no shame in having a lot of the space be just not used. It's fine. I think that's kind of a... I wouldn't necessarily call it a trap. But you do feel impelled, in a ways. like use up all the space, but you really don't have to. It's not necessary. Am I crouching? There we are. And we're up here. I don't know. Okay, if I cut this off here, how much space? I have lots of space here. Which is fine. It is fine to have lots of space there. They do need a better sense of colors in here. Maybe I shouldn't do I should do the staircase in the center. It might be better doing the staircase in the center. Yes. That's more like it. I mean, if we do it all the way here, how is our two courses going to look? And is this even really a comfortable distance for it? Like to go around here. Or maybe I should focus on one thing at a time. Yes? Ah. How easy it is for me to just get sidetracked. I don't know if I like this. So not pipe works. Maybe... No, I don't want that either. I don't want that space either. I'm not fond of having that coil. No, that's also a no-go. Alright. Let's change tack a bit. Actually, I don't know if lab door... Let's put lab door in here. Alright, so then try lab door inverse instead. Is he putting that there means... we put something else here as a... wall. What would that be? Actually, you know what? Maybe instead of that... it goes in like here. You will have viewports here. And then from here, what are our options? No, no. Hmm. This is actually reasonable. Fucking enough. Let's put a few more of these, say. We could have two. To look at the microscope. Let's think. Put the freezer. Hmm. Let's actually put it here. And we can put this thing right here. Nice and pretty, isn't it? And that works. Yes? Yes? No. You see, I just ran into another problem here. Yeah, I'm missing a rather critical piece of... And rather critical here. I mean, what is a problem? Because I do not actually have... Ah. Well. All right. What trickery I get up to here? You see, this is ugly. I don't want to be walking on top of this. This is an ugly thing to walk on top of. But, we might actually have... I may have an idea here. No, I do not. Do I? Maybe. No. I do not have an idea. I may still have an idea. No, I do not. Yes, I do. Absolutely not. Unbelievable. I've put myself into a corner. Such is the nature of my streams. I'm a genius. Oh no. Repeat ad nauseum. Okay. So. I put myself into an awkward position here. So let's put this back. All right. How do we get it from here. Unless the answer is we don't. That might just be the answer. We don't. We move our... Everything gets moved up here. Or how about this? You see, can we? We cannot. What the bloody hell was the... No. That just means we don't put the medical here. We can't put it here. There's no way. Because we can't put it here. We can't put the thing here. Like what for here was fine. See, I don't want to have to need to pass through a medical in order to get to crew deck. And frankly, there's just not enough space up here. I mean, I'm totally fine with all this space here being opened up. Kind of. See, if I start putting my weaponry over here, something has to give. The only other throw I have is, well... this section here starts piping through. Unless it goes above. Goes above and drops down. Which is its own issue here. You see, do I even want to have an entryway? It would be good to have another stairway down here. The presence of this already complicates the matter. Unless... unless we skew all of this. Beat a cat. It would just... okay, hold on. 500 kilogram versus 894 versus... it's the same. In other words, I could just run it through all the way here. Instead of having it run up here. It means I could also run it up through here. If I so desired. Ah. Which means my entire setup here is now invalidated. Oh my goodness. I did not mean to delete that. And having to fix it is going to be a pain in the rear because I have to rename bloody everything. Okay. So, with that revelation in place, I don't like having the, I mean, yeah, I have to redo all of this. It is what it is. But it's certainly far better than what I had before. Although, I could also just not have a lot of this here as well. Still, knowing that I can just run it through right here changes everything. Again, I'm not super fond of having... Like, I do not like the way... What just fell? Oh. That's because I didn't have that attached to it. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about that. No more important things in the world right now. We need to hide all of this here. See, originally, I didn't want to do this because of the weight that it would incur. But if the weight is identical to having the... Yeah, the weight is equivalent. Having a light armor block and a... and there. So. This down here. Where did you go? You were right here, weren't you? Yes. Correct. Excellent. It is a space for you, indeed. Hello, Saber. How are you doing this evening? Afternoon. Evening. Afternoon. Whichever. Hi. How are you doing this wonderful time zone? I'm good. Yourself? I am well enough, I suppose. Currently agonizing over this issue I'm having. Trying to just make a very pretty ship. I have these gaps here which are absolutely not agreeing with me. Not sorted. Go, let's get rid of all of you. I'll figure something out after. I'm sure there's something better I can do here. Yes, I'm getting angry. How are you doing, Saber? No, you're right. I already asked that, because I'm an idiot who can't remember anything. Alright then. No worry. You were going ahead, because trying to, and I can't believe it. I'm an idiot. Okay. You know what? Let's just paint this black. Hazuki need a hug. Well, it's more me being an idiot and it's all my fault. Don't. I'm just being overly dramatic over my sheer idiocy at times. None of it's your fault. Should I actually just... You know what? I'll do it like this. Oh, bloody hell, what did I... Because why not? You know what we can do instead? That's not clean, but... And no such thing as a clean cut nowadays, I suppose. The summer is going fast. The holidays are creeping up and I'm very, very unhappy with it. Hopefully the holidays are going far better for you. Blame the beavers, don't you dare. As much as I get angry at them, it's not their fault. They can be idiots, yes, but... honest idiots they remain. The children tell me, so to be honest, they feel pointless. Well, I am the children in the family, so I am unfortunately having to go. Looks like some... Oh, the ads are already done. Huh. I forgot we saw such a minute in. Anyways. Where were we? Yeah. Solving this one. We do have this here, and we can also send up we also indeed have... Now this is the master show. Yes. There we are. And like that. Well, no. Excellent. There we are. All lines green. Yeah, very, very mean. Yep. Line is green here. All signs are go. I'm almost to cook a duck for Christmas. I'm cooking a turkey to eat it. I have a small family, so not much we're going to. I mean, this me, mom, sister, sister-in-law. And even then, how do I put it? Well, we do have a Christmas party that we tend to go to every year, but even so, at this point it's very much a... we're not in the mood for it. Ryoko is part of this solution. Anyways, we need to go back. Yes, yes, yes. And how are we going to do that? Well... we had this. And if I estimated correctly... So, frame no, no. No, yes, there. It cut to a wall end there. Excellent. Wait, I don't need that. Then, if it's that there... Oh, fuck. Okay, this is going to be a little precarious, but... Oh, fuck, we may as well. Just to make it look nice. Because it's going to look incredibly weird having it hang out like that, isn't it? Well, what do you know? It's what's actually quite nice here. I mean, this small drop-off aside. It's all good. It all works. Now, we do lose that. However, we might get access to... We do not. I keep doing this to myself. Aha, brilliant idea. Oh no. I guess the other throw that I had. No, the trick that just got my sleeve. You see, I kind of want to have the... Well... Actually, let's go ahead and put this here. We may want to have a connection, more things. But now that this is here, we can now send the line through here. Or I can beat it again. I'm not even in any gravity and I'm getting stuck. How prodigious. absolute expert at getting stuck in the wrong places. Alright. That's fine. We know how the line up here. I don't get it. How can I be so... I could have done it like that. Could have done like that. I could have done it like that. Means I don't need this. Didn't need this. Oh. Seriously? Really? Alright, let's go back. Let's see how much progress we've lost, but... Edit saved at that point? Okay, you know what? I'm going to take out the hangar doors. For now, I will put the hangar doors back in. It was a pin and a half. Probably they will always have.
Was that absolutely necessary?
Really? You just want to add insult to injury? Or rather, injury to injury? Perhaps there is something you can do for me. That is, if you are brave enough. Okay. Pixie knows that's fine. We can figure out what is the... How? Wait, no. How? I'll figure it out at another point, I suppose. This is not the time or place for it. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'll just do it like that. Aha! Ah. Okay. Now then up here. And from here, we can access, we don't need to have it reinforced. Though, it's through. Yeah. And Then, you also need to put this here, which correct. And now, there we are. I just to know we have barcodes on the side of them. Why do they? They could Scandinavian. That's a good one. That's a very good one. I'm legit impressed. That is a good one. I'm serious. That is actually clever. Hara, hara, hara. Alright. So, now that we have this piping solved, I forgot. The purpose of this piping was so that we don't have to put that all the way in. And while it does introduce a point of failure right here, at this point it's like... Such failures nowadays are so passé. It's so... I wouldn't even say common, but just... At this point, I just can't even be bothered. Like, yeah, sure, the point of failure, but... Okay? I find myself... completely... unperturbed. You know? There. No? There. Good grace. There we are. Then we just have that all around. So, the idea is, alright? You dot on your ship here. Dot here. Walk through. Uh-huh. Go up here. And now up here. And you can just walk right in. Huzzah! We're in. And I'm sure I could put, like, another HUA somewhere up here. Like the observation deck entryway and put the... And that will make it fine to have the medical deck be back there, but... I must say, this is very, very nice. Now that I have it here. I do like this. It's very, very... elegant, if I must say so myself. We like elegant solutions, do we not? Yeah, it's very pretty. And we just have that once over here, and once over here. And we do have our one here, and here. Rather unsafe, but what can you do about it? Oh well. It looks good, doesn't it? In fact, we can even call the end. At the end of this one right here, but do we want to do this right now? Absolutely, let's go. We are this close to finishing it. May as well go to the end. That's what wall. That fuck corner. There we are. Alrighty. So, where's the hangar walkway completed? In fact, let's do this now, shall we? While we are here, let's do this. Come on now. Well now, please not. Now the question is, do I go ahead and do the angled edges of this one as well? What is a look inside? And if I look at it in a distance, you know, we can do the top and bottom. Let's do it. Oh wait. Oh. Oh, Mom. You know what? Is that a good idea? Is what they did a good idea? Did it change the colors of the it did? Ah. But now, let's not. Keep it as it is here. Pat, let's go ahead and I'll know this one in. Now, do I want to even do that one? I thought that was the plan. Well, go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Right. Correct. Now that we have this here, thus do not need pizzas when open. How does this look? As pretty as it's always been. One now. Alright, I'm going to go for about maybe 15-ish more minutes. We've gotten quite a lot done still. Although I'm going to cover this panels with armor panels. It looks disgusting. I don't like the way the... There we are. Eh? Danny? Anyways. There we are. That looks nice. Improbably clearer peanut. I mean peanut. You can paint this here as well. And then we will paint this entire part too. That. Duh. Right, let's go ahead and get that painted. Ara. On. Yes. There we go. I know, perhaps it doesn't follow the paint scheme of the original exactly. But it is my paint scheme. I hold this one up here. Alrighty. How heavy are we? We're probably at 5 kilotons. Oh, only 4. And that's the remarkable part. It really is just down to the piping and, well, now that we have this here, how do we want to handle? We can't have medical room actually be in the center here. We could basically have a two-sided medical. That means this here, we can have our... I think it's much better if we do... this. It permits for... Well, no. How do we want to handle it? What is our goal? We are not going directly to mess hall from the... In fact, we may actually want to have it more centered.
Oh, have I forgotten to drink again?
All right. Let's see. Let's do this. Marky's our interior walls here. Let's go ahead and put down our walls for the interior. You see, if I have this here, but I really, really want it to be... You know, let's not have the crew space actually have windows. I know, it's sad, sounds so sad. No windows. But you will have all the windows up here for the observation deck, mess hall. So, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure they will be okay. So maybe a better question is, let's do this. Let's block out an area. And we have this. What is our... Let's use this then. What do we want in our... Well, we want a toilet, we want a shower. Let's get a inset bed. For sure. And we'll do a bookshelf. You're also going to want to have an air vent. Right here. No, let's do this. We'll put this here. And then we'll put this here. No. Do we really want to have it like this? With the... And then what? We stick our... beds like this? Really? How I want you even light it. Is this even going to be sufficient? Even if we do it like that. This is absolutely minimalist. In the grand scheme of things, isn't it? But even if we do this, let's do this for now, temporarily. I mean, sure. Definitely going to put the advent right here. An advent right there. Is this really how we want to do it? Would you... like, live in a... spot like this? And I even... I suppose this works. Sure. And then what? You put the stairs to the mess hall right here. I mean, no. It just won't. Ah. Sure. Have this here. But you don't have enough space to maneuver around for... Okay, imagine. You're here, you're hungry, let's go up to... You know, that actually might be his call. You might call the end here? Yes. We would just come to here to end up... Come to here. Go to crew quarters. Go up in your mess hall. Otherwise, you can even walk around and you'll be in medroom back here. Bingo, back through here. Bruh. And then you end up in... Med Bay. Medical. And then this is the same deal over here. I mean, I could do this as well. Or I could even go as far as... putting in... And we have the entirety of the grow room right here. There's agriculture. That correct? No, it is incorrect. Still. Got this here. Mess halls here. Observation deck over here. We can even go up a level for CIC and the bridge here. There we are. It's all coming together, isn't it? Got ourselves the crew quarters here. And that means that to me. What do I want to keep? Because all of this here now is no longer necessary. The taxi ticket all out. Take it all out and we'll see how it looks. You can always put it back. But even so, having this here? Well, we're going to have... We might have something. Because we are going to put, well... we'll very likely have some sort of conveyor coming through here. That we have our missile system here. Like definitely going to have some built-in repairs hanging off the ceilings. So, we'll still have something here. But for now, we'll keep it open. Alright then. So, I'm going to go to raid. We are going to... we'll see. We will be back for more Warframe in about an hour and a half. But I do need a bit of a break. If for nothing other than my mental... I don't want to be streaming for way too long. Alright, who do we have here? Hey, any friends who are on? I don't remember when I followed them. Sus is on. Rani is on. Oh my, we haven't read your Rani in a while. This also Spooder, playing tabletop stim, and Happy. We've not really Happy in a while. We've got quite a few friends on. Let's see. I'm torn between Happy and Arati. You know, let's discuss Arati. Let's keep the chill vibes going. Read what's in there. Bring message. Is it? As a raid message, do tell a good friend Orani that technology now has once more begun. And I will see you soon in Warframe. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here, traveler. But until I see you again in about an hour and a half, safe travels.